Here we have a SAT math problem. Okay, let's go to the question. X square positive y square into 4x positive 4y equals to k. The equation for circle in the xy plane where k is a constant is shown above. If the radius of the circle is 6, what is the value of k? Okay, in the given equation of the circle, we have to get the value of this constant k. Okay, now let me consider the equation for circle in general form, that is x square positive y square positive 2gx positive 2fy positive c equals to 0. This is the equation for circle in general form. When the equation for circle is given in general form, there is a formula to get the center and radius. So the formula to get the center is negative g comma negative f. We'll be able to get the values of this g and f from the coefficient of x and coefficient of y. And there is a formula to get the radius. The formula to get the radius is square root of g square positive f square negative c. Actually, the center is not required in this problem because in the given information we have radius of the circle, that is 6. So we have to use this formula to get the value of the constant k. For that, we have to compare the given equation of circle with this equation. Actually, the given equation is almost in general form, but when I consider the equation we have over here, we have everything on the left side and the right side 0. But in the given equation, we have k on the right side. So we have to make this k as 0. For that, we have to subtract k from both sides. Okay, let me do it. Then we get x square positive y square negative 4x positive 4y negative k. When I subtract k from both sides, we'll have negative k over here. And also when I subtract k from the right side, that is from this k negative k will become 0. That is we get 0 on the right side. Now we have the given equation of circle is exactly in this form. Okay, now to use this formula, we need the value of g and f. We'll be able to get the values of g and f using the coefficients of x and y. Okay, here the coefficient of x is 2g. What is the coefficient of x in the given equation? That is negative 4. So 2g must be equal to negative 4. Okay, what is the coefficient of y over here? That is 2f. Okay, let me write it. What is the coefficient of y in the given equation? That is 4. So 2f must be equal to 4. And here the constant term is c. What is the constant term in the given equation? That is negative k. Okay, here in this equation, I divide both sides by 2 to get the value of g. Let me divide both sides of this equation by 2. This 2 will cancel out. I am getting g on the left side. On the right side, when I divide negative 4 by 2, I am getting negative 2. Okay, here let me divide both sides of this equation by 2. Then this 2 will cancel out. I am getting f equals to 4 divided by 2 is just 2. Okay, now I have the values for g, f and c. Okay, now let me take this formula over here. So let me write it. Radius equals to square root of, for g square, we have to write negative 2 the whole square. And for f square, we have to write 2 square. And in the formula, we have a negative sign. And then we have to take the value of c. Actually, c is negative k. And we have the radius for the given circle that is given in the question 6. So we can plug in this 6 for the radius over here. Then we get 6 equals to square root of, and the value of this negative to the whole square is just 4. And the value of this 2 square is 4. And here negative times negative will become positive k. Okay, let me continue over here. 6 equals to square root of 4 positive 4 is 8. That is, we get 8 positive k. Now to get the square root we have over here, we have to square both sides. Okay, let me do it. When I square both sides, here the square root and square will cancel out. We get 6 square on the left side. The value of 6 square is 36. On the right side, we get 8 positive k. Okay, now let me subtract 8 from both sides. When I do so, this positive 8, negative 8 will cancel out. 36 negative 8 is equal to 28. On the right side, we get k. Okay, here I got the value of k. The value of k is 28.